is good. That's even better than it was before, because that area there was slightly high. Even with the old track bed, it was slightly high. I remember the engine and carriages just rising and falling here, and with the junction, that would have been rubbish. Ready for concreting now. Hi, I'm Warren Brand and welcome to another Linleys video. Much better. It's good to have a grit-free surface for the new concrete to really bond to. There's no point having a layer that's not really fixed. Got the wrong size trowel here. I've got a smaller one somewhere, but I can't find it. Never mind. Obviously got these blocks in now, stone blocks. That's really good. They've gone in perfectly. Working on getting the step top slabs in now. I've just added a couple of battens here, just propped up with these this sort of mass weight here, because I'm mindful that if I just simply put the stones in there, there's quite a volume of concrete to go in there. They might just slump, so I'm just backing that up really. These will come out and then I can repoint up tidily. So let's get this top step in. I won't point up here at the moment. That'll only add back pressure, so I will just leave them to set. Hopefully I don't stand on them in the meantime. I can take the wooden battens away, point up another day. Excellent. I am really pleased with that. That's gone in really well. I have ended up pointing up the top step stones. They haven't slumped, they haven't moved, so I've just gone ahead with that. So this section is now done. I will cover it tonight. It's a little bit frosty, so I will cover it tonight, keep the frost off it. It's undercover a little bit anyway, but I will cover it. Just going to crack on, do the other junction now. Really pleased with this. It's coming together super well. I've even had enough spare mix to just tidy up around the back there. I used to collect all the leaves and rubbish, but I filled that in now as well. That's it for this afternoon, I think. What I'm going to do next is talk through some of the arrangements of the track. I've been talking about loose terms, double track, terminal station, turntable. What I'm going to do is now cover the exact layout of the track and how this section, the new branch, joins in with the existing continuous track. Let's do that now. Let's start with the arrangement of this triangle or Y junction down to the branch and coming off the main running line here.
Beginning here then, standing in front of the shed and off to the corner of the grass is where the new branch line begins. The red lines here on the diagram show the existing running line coming around the side and then passing in front of the shed. I call this the suburban running line, and it continues off to the other side of the garden and loops back to form a continuous track. The new branch line comes off this suburban line with two subjunctions to form a Y junction. The direction of travel on the lines is this. There won't be any reverse or bi-directional running. In context, there are these other running lines that I call the main lines, which pass under the new junction here, although most of the track is lifted for the upgrading to include the full control system. It's worth noting that the main Linleys station is at the top end of the garden here and managed by the signal box in the other corner of the garden. And so the new branch line will run off from the new Y junction across the main running lines and on to run down the side of the grass on this side of the garden. The blue lines here add too much complexity to the diagram, so I'll hide them for the time being. The new branch line will have a terminus station with a single platform to serve the passenger line as shown. The other line will be a bay siding, primarily for handling trains such as servicing live steam locos. The branch line will have its own new signal box around about here. There will need to be suitable system interlocking and comms between the two associated signal boxes, but that's another story for another time. Within the operational limits of the station, there'll be double crossovers so that trains can run into and depart from either line. Also, as a future project, I plan to include physical space and control system capacity ready to install a loco turntable at the end of the platform. Let's now trace the route of a train as it departs from Linleys station up along the suburban running line to head off down the new branch line. It will travel around up the line around the back of the shed and then turn off the running line here. Using the crossover tracks, the train can switch over to arrive in the terminus bay siding nearest the grass for easy handling. If it's a normal passenger train, then it could be sent instead directly into the platform bay. If the loco is to run around to swap ends, it can detach, pull forward onto the turntable, turn and then leave up the bay siding, up the line and stop just beyond the crossover tracks. It can then shunt back to rejoin the carriages in the platform, ready for a departure, using the crossover tracks to gain access to the up line heading back to the suburban line. The train can then continue on down to Linleys main station.
Hope all that made sense. The explanation about the track layout was prompted by a comment made by a subscriber, so thank you to you. Well, that's it for this afternoon really. Thank you for watching, and from the Garden Railway, bye for now.